function checked regularly.
Hey guys, how you doing? Happy Thursday night. We're feeling all right. I'm your boy DC, and this is Out of the Fog. And we're a local matters bop that goes across the province, and it's all about hanging out with the people that are doing cool things that make our province a more exciting and rewarding place to live and work and be. And where would I be without the one and only Slim Macho to my left? What's up, boy?
Hi, buddy. We do cool things sometimes.
I think we do.
Like once every 2 weeks at least, we do a cool thing.
I think that's absolutely true, whether it's here or out in the wild.
Here, yeah, that's right. Out in the wild, I like
the art battle that we hit last week. Slim plays the beats, and I host the do, and all sorts of artists come out, and it's creative courage, and you get to create pictures and win money, and it's just a fun thing. It happens at the Rec Room. Big shout out to Carter Snow for hooking us up with that little opportunity.
That's right, and we just finished our Dance Tantric event at Velvet, which was a big hit, so we've already booked the next one, April 10th. I'll see you there, and February 29th, you can find me at Boca for the next techno show as well with Cleo Lee, a.k.a. Shauna Gelpin, a.k.a. Selenium.
Yes,
so,
indeed.
Exciting times, man.
Well, speaking of exciting times, my little Paul Schaefer happening over there. We got a wicked old show tonight. It is the one and only Carl English coming through to talk about his book, his retirement, leadership, the province, and all that amazing stuff. And of course, the one and only Music and L Award winner, Carolina East, just won. She's coming by to hang out and play a few songs. This is Out of the Fog, and we'll be right back.
You're watching Rogers TV, St. John's.
Mom, it's Dad. He's not how I imagined him. He's not used to having people around. I know what's happening.
You got no idea what's happening here.
Look at you! What you mean, look at me?
Lord knows I've held on to way too much hate in my life. But all we have is now.
Let's have a little clapping. What do you at, guys? How you doing? This is Out of the Fog, and I can't deal with it.
Oh, I can't either.
I can't handle it. But she can't be handled. It's Carolina East. Hello.
How are you? I'm great. How are you?
No, good. It must be very rewarding as a little girl who was running up and down George Street trying to get a gig in the early days, and now here you are, and they're lined up for you. How does that feel?
It's actually. It's pretty overwhelming because for many, many years, a lot of people told me I'd never be able to do this. And they thought, you know, you're cute for trying, but, you know, you're never going to be able to make a career of this. And all it took was one person to believe in me and really invest their time and, of course, money as well. And here we are.
Well, I mean, you're welcome. I wasn't going to bring that up.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to get to that part. But but it's true. It just takes a lot of tenacity. There's a lot of no's. This industry is it's very hard mentally, but it's also very rewarding. So I'm very grateful. I'm so happy to be sitting here and actually have a story that people want to know about.
For sure.
I want to write a book one day, so I got a good 20, 30 years to go.
You could have given up 10,000 times over, but here you are.
But you know what? It's just crazy that Newfoundland is such a small place. And when you really dive into what Newfoundland has to offer, there are so many people here doing crazy, amazing things.
That's so true.
Whether it be in the arts, whether it be in, you know, the sports, whether whatever. People are just, you know, Newfoundland is a little big place.
It is.
Very poignant thing to say.
Someone told me it's a beautiful, miserable place.
It is, yeah. It breaks your heart, but it also, you know,
it's full of heart.
Right. So it's cool.
So talk about the message you take when you play all over across Canada and go on. Like, what do you say about the place that you're from?
I mean, I always say that the weather is great and the summer is to die for. No, but you know what? My main goal as a musician and being given a platform, whether it be on a stage or, you know, on the airwaves in some capacity, is to always promote self-love and the ability, you know, just give people that knowledge that they can do whatever they want to do if they want to do it. There are always a lot of no's, but all it takes is one yes, and you never know Make it happen.
I feel that way when I go to buy my lotto tickets. What about you, Slim?
Yeah, absolutely. But you can't work for a lotto ticket. But you can keep working for that, yes, in the industry.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
That's real.
Your luck stays the same in the lotto, but not in this business.
So I'm going to ask you now about songwriting.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite song that you have collaborated or written to date?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know what? The thing with it, every record that I've ever written in the last 3-4 years is it's all stories about things that I've gone through. There's no let's write about a heartbreak. If the song is a heartbreaking song, it's because my heart was broken and I wrote about it. I'm really digging "The Fool Who Loves You" right now.
Yeah.
Because it's the saddest song, but it's also fun and it's you can dance to it and cry to it if you like.
Sure.
So
I might yet.
yeah. Well, you never know. I might yet myself.
Please not while performing it. Although today we're doing 2 songs. One from the first album, Monster.
Yeah.
One of the first songs you wrote, or recorded
ever.
at least.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, that would be my favorite song.
Okay, well,
Yeah, that's the
there you
favorite
go.
one.
I know you're messing with me like that, but here
I
we
know,
are.
just mess with your heart.
Yeah, I know. You don't stop doing that. Don't ever stop doing that,
No,
you.
never. No, never.
And then the other song is going to be Unlucky, which is one of the songs that we had jammed early on, written as well with the amazing Chris Kirby, who
Yeah.
we love.
Yeah.
Songwriter, East Coast extraordinaire. Our loss is Halifax's gain.
I love him.
No big deal.
That was when I didn't have a whole lot of confidence in my ability, and I didn't think that I could make anything out of original music. But anyway, here we are, and I can't wait to perform that with you.
Love.
You.
No, you.
No, you.
What would you say, looking out into Newfoundland and Labrador, how many people do you think have helped you in one way or another to get to this point in your exciting adventure? And what would you like to say to them all?
You know what? Every single person that has ever liked a post or disliked something that I've said or has given me love or hate, they've all helped shape who I am. And I just thanks. I appreciate it. If you know what, in this industry there's love, there's a lot of hate too. And if you're taking the time to express that hate, you're still giving me your time. So joke's on you.
Oh, you win this round.
You win this round, huh? So no, I appreciate it all.
And I know that you do.
Yeah.
We're feeding the good wolf.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a funny little story I'll tell you on the break.
Oh yeah, the good wolf. Remember the good wolf.
Don't ever forget.
Changed my life.
This is Carolina East, Out of the Fog, and we're going to come back after this break to close out the show and talk to some more people. We'll see you soon. It's Out of the Fog. Thank you so much.
All right, girls.
Mom, you said it's played again.
Workplace injuries hurt the most at home.
Hey, did you know?
More than 4,500 Canadians are waiting for an organ transplant right now.
Right now. 4,500.
People are dying.
And you could save a life. 90% of Canadians say they're willing to donate their organs.
But only a few are registered.
So what are you waiting for? Get registered.
It's easy and it's free.
Leave a legacy. Be a hero.
Save a life.
Find out how to register today. Go to kidney.ca.
Welcome back, everybody. I know it's weird to see me hanging out on this side of the stage as well as that side, but I've been knowing Carolina East for a long time, and we always have played guitar and had fun. And so this is me backing you up.
I love it.
Thank you so much. I don't want to mess it up. This is Monster, one of the songs we had talked about earlier on, and here we go.
To shudder when you touched me and tell me that you want me, but I knew you couldn't love me. It's been a rocky road, we've been down 3 times before, but this time something stopped me. 'Cause you've already left me for someone else. You might be back again, but for how long? You may
should be angry, unforgiving. But when that fell apart, I let you back into my heart till the seams they started ripping. 'Cause you've hurt me in more ways than I should take. You put me back together, but I'm not the same. You made your bed as I laid in it. If I'm a mess, well, you helped make it. Broke me so many times, so don't act so surprised by the monster you've created. You told me I'm not loving enough, too scared to get close, too messed up. But you turned me into this person that you can't love. You made your bed as I laid in it. If I'm a mess, well, you helped make it. Broke me so many times, so don't act so surprised by the monster you've created. Oh, yeah, yeah. Am I the monster?
Thank you. Welcome back, guys. This is Out of the Fog. This is the third time I'm coming into this segment. My mom told me, it looks like sometimes when I watch the show, you're not looking at the camera. And I just found out that I actually am not looking at the camera. So welcome back, and now I'm looking at you. My guest tonight, the one and only Carl English. What are you, Ash?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad that you're back on the show.
Yeah.
I usually sit at the front of the chair. I'm going to sit back today.
Sit back
I'm going to cross.
And relax today.
Yeah, I'm going to get comfortable for this. This is going to be a good chat.
Let's do it.
So last time you were on the show, it was peak craze, mid-season, Edge year one coming through.
Yeah.
This year, I mean, geez, I can't believe that we are just after the retirement event.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you to start off, when you think about playing all over the world like you have, and then coming back with your fam in tow, are you happy to be here today?
I mean, it's always great to finish up your career where it all started.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's a full circle. You know, I left here when I was 16 years old, and I've been chasing a dream ever since, you know, and I mean, it's been a hell of a ride, I must say. I mean, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of things you figure out and learn and figure out about yourself and deal with adversity, but you keep fighting. All around the world, like you said, from Spain, Italy, Greece, Croatia, Athens, and then finally to come back home where it all started was very special.
It's interesting to me because when we first met, I could appreciate, you know, coming home after being in all these amazing exotic places.
Yeah.
It must have took a lot of soul searching and deliberation for you to say, yeah, I'm coming back now to finish up my career playing at the place where it all started.
Yes, I mean, it took, when we spoke last time, it was, you know, I was just after making the decision and things were going great. So it's a crossroads that you're at and you're wondering, because I've been some exotic places and the best levels of basketball all around the world. Mm-hmm. And then I had 2 kids away, and my youngest daughter was born here. So to come back home, you know, in front of friends and family and to play the game I love was very special, you know. But everything comes with that as well, you know.
Well,
beautiful weather, right?
Right, God's country, you know, we're living in it right now.
Everything we experience on the island, right? But no, for me, you know, there's a lot of accountability as well when you're playing, when you're the face of a franchise and you got the whole province on your back. You know, you got to come bring it every night and perform, and that comes with a lot of stress and a lot of different other things, different obstacles.
People don't see that. You know, we show up down to the game and we're living our lives and it's all hoop dreams and Hollywood times, right? But then it's like you walking off the court to deal with the injuries and all of the fatigue and the stress that comes with what it takes to truly play the game.
Yeah, injuries have plagued me for a while. I mean, I've had 10 surgeries, you know, and to be honest with you, I've done more damage these last 2 years at home than I did the last 15 away, because I was trying to, everyone wanted to see me play, and I wanted to show everybody how I played and who I was as a person.
Right.
So I spent a lot of times playing hurt, playing heavily dosed ibuprofen. I remember my last game I played, I was probably on 2,500 milligrams of ibuprofen, and I had a major tear in my quad, and I didn't even know I tore, and I played the rest of the game until about 12 o'clock that night when I was doing some rehabilitation and recovery for the next night. It just started throbbing, and when we tested it in the AM, there was a major tear there. So these are the things that people don't see, but that's all part of it. That's part about being an athlete. It's part about being who you are. It's a part about, you know, just fighting and playing the game we love. I mean, it comes with it, you know.
You got an amazing story. Not enough people know it. And so I wonder if, you know, what you go through ends up becoming what makes you. What are your thoughts on that expression?
Definitely. I mean, you know, the tragedy that I felt with my parents at 5 years old shaped me to the individual I am today. And then you don't understand it at 5, but at 10 and 15 and 20 you do. And then my uncle who raised me, like my dad, when he dropped dead, I mean, that devastated me, you know, and then you have the soul searching to see what you do next, you know. So my thing I always done was to continue to fight, to continue to believe in myself and put it all behind me. And to be honest with you, when I wrote my book, that Chasing a Dream, I was head on fighting these adversities, these challenges, and these tragedies, and it was a nightmare. So, you know, but that again makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, I guess.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, the book, and let's go there, its own journey.
Yeah.
How does a guy go from having such a wild upbringing, so much of that into professional sport, competitive times all over the world, family through it all? How do you even begin to write that story?
What I was approached to write this story in 2000. So when I played University of Hawaii and we made the tournament and I was MVP to get us to the tournament, I kind of came on the map for the first time, so to speak. And then they picked some stories and people found out my background, and then they sent some TV crews, CBS, NBC, they all came to Newfoundland. And then when they saw where I came from, as soon as they got back, they offered me a book deal and a movie deal. And I was like, I'm not interested in that right now. I'm kind of, you know, focused. And I was also didn't believe myself, to be honest with you. It was kind of like a fear of failure type thing. I was like, I'm not that guy. And then coming back home and seeing the impact I had on so much youth and different people, I was like, okay, here's now the time that I feel I can really help some people.
Right.
So the book itself was, so we took about 50 hours. Blake came down from Toronto. We took about 50 hours of recordings. Then we done another session of 25, and in between that was many conversations, and then we had to edit it. But it was more so just tell it all, get it all out there.
Right.
And those 10 days was a nightmare, I'm not gonna lie. And I tell this, people are like, oh, was it great, was it? And I was like, no, it was, because I was reliving all the tragedy, I was reliving all the disappointment, I was reliving all the failure. Now, I'm a person that believes that failure and losing shaped me more of who I am than winning ever did, you know. But when you have to relive those and relive it as vivid as I did to tell the story so the person reading would understand, it was like, so I'd lie down after these sessions and I was just wiped as if I played 5 hours or 5 games of basketball, you know. So it was very different for me, but overall I'm very happy with the product. I'm very excited the feedback it's getting, the sales it's doing. I'm happy with all that stuff, and let's see where it goes from here.
No doubt. Let's learn to get your opinion on some local goings-ons.
Yeah.
What do you think about the premiere? I went there.
You did go there, and funny enough, I've been doing a fair bit of interviews this past week, and that's been a very big topic. What's the saying? You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't.
Welcome to leadership.
Yeah, welcome to leadership. I've always been pro-Newfoundland. You know, I've been a man that believes where we come from. I believe in our resources, and I believe in our people. I think the next leadership probably would be better if it's from the outside that haven't been tarnished by politics just yet, because there's some really hard decisions that got to be made and got to be lived by. And don't forget that who we are as a people, because I think that's what shapes Newfoundland, and that's what we need to invest in. That and our youth is what I say, but who am I?
Well, you are who you are. You know?
I am who I am.
Yeah, I heard your name once or twice.
Yeah.
I think Melissa Royal, who hosts another one of these nights, she should be the next premier. So Melissa,
They're
get
throwing
on
her
the
name
go.
out there too.
So I was like, I'd vote for you.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, or at least give an opportunity for everyone watching this in the final minute or so of this hang, to know that the Carl English brand, 23, boom, check the merch on his tee. He has like all sorts of clothes down. It's amazing. And the work you do with the basketball camps that go across the province to inspire the youth and get everybody engaged in sport and leadership and all the amazing things. That is one of the many legacies you have ahead of you. How rewarding is it to be rocking them camps and being with all those kids?
I mean, I've always believed in our youth, you know, and now as a father, it's the most important thing I do. I've been defined by basketball for so long, and you know, I don't think people understood the amount of time, energy, effort. Like, I lived it, slept, blood, sweat, and tears. Yes, my family were there with me, but I didn't do anything else. I don't party, I don't drink, I don't, you know what I mean? I was just always strictly basketball. And now, with that piece gone, now it's more time that I can invest in our youth and into our province. And I mean, when you're working with some young kids, it's very gratifying. It's very fulfilling.
That's amazing.
And I love it because they look up to me as a role model.
Sure. And
someone that they can look up to. And if I can give them any kind of guidance, or they can get out of what they're dealing with just because of what I went through, well, it's all very rewarding.
That's amazing. Guys, make sure that you Google the book, Chasing a Dream. It's incredible, available all over. This guy's talks he does to groups of all kinds about leadership and teamwork and all these things are the bomb. You got to check him out. It is Carl English. Big round of applause for our boy. Thank you so much. We'll be right back after this break, guys.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Hey guys, thank you so much. Welcome back. This is Out of the Fog, and what a great night we had tonight. We had Carl English come through, Slim Macho as usual, and one more time, the beauty to my right, the one and only award-winning Carolina East. This song is a classic for us. This is called Unlucky.
What makes a heart beat out of time? Give up the rhythm and give up on trying. I'll never know, but I know this. There's no passion left in your touch or your kiss. Oh, was it something I said? This wine and the moonlight must have gone to my head. Don't say it hasn't hit you the same. Oh, how unlucky to feel something that I can't explain. What makes these eyes fill up with tears when I've had it so good for so many years? The fire is gone, the lighter too. I don't know what I did, so tonight I'll blame you. Oh, was it something I said? This wine and the moonlight must have gone to my head. Don't say it hasn't hit you the same. Oh, how unlucky to feel something that I can't explain. How did we go from the heat of the sunlight to the chill of the dark night? Where do we go from here? Oh, was it something I said? This wine and the moonlight must have gone to my head. Don't say